Yes, guys, welcome back to Blues Fans TV. Welcome back to another live phone in. And we're back after yet another W. This one wasn't as easy, wasn't as straightforward as the last few wins have been. Sheffield United gave us a really good game. In the first 10 20 minutes, they were all over us, but we handled the initial wave of pressure. We started getting more and more into the game and started creating a few good chances as well. Granted, there were a few players that didn't have the best of performances today, but they still showed up in phases, and that was enough to get us through the game. Ben Chilwell, who may or may not have had the greatest performances, set up Timo Werner brilliantly to get the assist for Mason Mount's first goal. And from then on, it was still a cagey affair between both of the sides. I'll give Sheffield United their props. They were a very good team today and had a very solid performance against us. The same way we just ended up handing the goal to them on a silver platter. It was a terrible, terrible error from Antonio Rüdiger to equalise. I'll give Rüdiger his props. After that, it was a faultless performance. There was a couple key blocks in his game too, so I'll give him credit for that. But other than that, there was still the big mistake that led to the goal, and it always seems to happen with Antonio Rüdiger that there's these clangers. But none of the defense can go out with a faultless performance. I thought Christensen was the best of a bad bunch, and you know what? He deserves the props anyway because I've said he's been getting too much slander from the fan base this season, and it's finally starting to come up as facts. But he's had two good performances, and I hope he continues to build on it as well. But the defense were getting moved to in the first 10-15 minutes. It was a real struggle for us, but we ended up handling that initial wave of pressure, and that was what was able to get us through to the 3 points. Sheffield United also massively fell asleep as soon as they equalised. By the time we were finished complaining about the error, Timo Werner was already through and managed to get a penalty. Timo Werner's got a knack for that as well, so that's one of the best parts about his game. But Jorginho stepped up, went back to his old technique, put it into the back of the net. It was 2-1 Chelsea. There was still a couple shaky moments in that game as well. Chilwell came off for Marcos Alonso, and it didn't really help us for the most part. But we were able to handle the wave. We got through, and we ended up leaving with the 3 points. It's not the most convincing of performances, but it shows that we can grind out a result as well. Before we get to our panel of guests, I do want to say, as usual, if you guys haven't checked it out already, please check out the One Football app, the most reliable football app you can download on the App Store with the most legit and most reliable news based on your club or any club in the top 5 leagues or in the entirety of Europe as well. If you guys want to check out the most reliable app, check out the One Football app. The link is down in the description below. We're going to get our first guest in. Vitmus, bro, what are you saying, man?
Yo, what going, my G? What's up?
I'm good. Another 3 points. Not the most convincing of performances, but we'll take the W for what it is. We needed to grind out a result, and that's exactly what we did.
Definitely. First off, poor. No, I'm not gonna say poor because I think that the players were trying to get into the game. We could see them like they're trying too much. But also we must give credit to Sheffield, man. I think Sheffield came out with a game plan today that that I mean it must shocked you as well because they were pressing us
No,
like
because Sheffield United are that sort of team. Like, I'm not even judging them by the fact that they're bottom of the table. We already said they don't get piped. They lose by 1 goal the majority of the time, or maybe two. First time they lost by 3 goals was us, and then some other time in 2018. They're a team that's hard to break down. I said that was going to be a problem, and I just didn't expect it to be that much of a problem.
yo, I was really surprised like the energy that Sheffield came in the game today with, man. I thought that they would have sit back more and try to catch us on a counter or depend on their set pieces to get a goal. But honestly, the way they started the game, man, I was shocked. I mean, I know as you said they're an energetic team, but the way they came, their game plan to Chelsea today was very good, and I think our team did very well to stand up against that press from Sheffield. I think if it was another like if it was not with Tuchel, maybe we would have lost this game, considering that the team was low on confidence and we weren't playing that well. So I think if we had that the previous manager, I think we would have lost today's game. But overall, as we said, I think it was in your review that it doesn't matter how we win. I think whether it's ugly or pretty, we just need the 3 points, and I think the guys did that today. And trust me, we have to clap the guys for the effort that they put in today's performance.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the way that we responded to that initial wave of pressure. We actually started grinding more and more into the game because we wouldn't have seen that in recent weeks. If it was, I hate to say it, but if we go back to when it was Lampard the last few weeks, we would have struggled with that game for 90 minutes. And it would have been a massive question if we would have even gone in or out there with a point, let alone three. But that's the sort of growth that we've seen in the last week and a half under Thomas Tuchel, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And it just goes to show you how good of a manager Tuchel has been since his week in the club, and how quickly the players have, adapted to his system. And it shows you on the football pitch that they are ready to play football again. Because if we should look on some of the individual performances from players like Kovacic and Jorginho, who they were getting stick under the previous manager, and that they weren't playing as well. And if look now, 4 games under Tuchel, and these guys look like they can be classed as world class players, because it's the first time, I should say, even under Sarri, it's the first time, like 4 games in a row, no one can say Jorginho was poor. Like the
Nah,
man.
he's had a very good run of games. But to be fair, he also had a good run of games to start the season under Lampard as well.
Yeah, but immediately he was dropped. He was playing good and he was dropped. So that's the
Mm.
thing. He was the games that he played with Lampard, he played well, and I think we won those games. But immediately after, that's what I'm saying. Like, players were playing good, and then after the game, after that, they found themselves on the bench. When I don't understand, normally when someone gets benched, it's either from just coming back from an injury, or their form has dipped. Which in that situation, none of those guys' form were dipped at the time, and they were put on the bench. So I didn't understand that, but this manager knows that going forward, you have to use your best players who are in form. You get me? Pulisic
Yeah.
is very technical, and he can play the ball, and he has good arm ability, but he's not in form. So we can expect to see Pulisic on the field. Although he has been in form, so he deserves to play. So I don't know. But apart from it, I'm just happy with the win today, man. And the performance wasn't the best, but they did enough to take it across the line.
Yeah. One player we haven't spoken about. What are your thoughts on Timo Werner's performance? Because granted, it's another game without a goal, but he was still very impactful.
Bro, as I've always said to you, my G, Timo Werner, the man's work rate is excellent, man. If we look at today's game, he just missed a goal. In terms of all he needed today to top off his performance was a goal. He was incredible. I think he's still kind of struggling with confidence, but we can see it building. If we really look at him, even for today's performance alone, we can see his confidence growing, man. And he got an assist and he won a penalty. So there we can't pressure Timo, man. Timo, as Tuchel said, the goals will come, and I believe Tuchel on that, man. Timo Werner is gonna be a top striker for Chelsea in the near future to come.
Yeah, we've already said with Timo Werner, it is literally just a goal away. But you said it perfectly about his work rate. The reason why we still believe in him is because he's actually still impacting the game in other ways instead of just goal scoring. We've had strikers like Alvaro Morata who literally would just do nothing around the
Nothing,
pitch,
yeah.
and it literally looked like we were down to 10 men. But that's not the case with Werner.
No, Werner shows that he's passionate about playing for Chelsea, and he loves his himself as a player and playing, and he definitely shows that he's hungry. That's the one word I should have said. Werner is hungry. You can see it in his style of play that even if we go back to when he missed the penalty, he almost ripped his jersey to pieces. This man wants to perform and be the end product for Chelsea. So I think he's definitely putting a little bit too much pressure on himself. I think he should just relax and let the goals come. But apart from that, as I said prior to this in previous streams, I back Timo, man. Way better player than Alvaro Morata in terms of attitude and his technical ability. So the goals will come, man. I'm backing Timo, man, to the end.
Damn right. As a final question, though, talk to me about the back three because We saw a lot of shaky moments and a lot of moments where I think they handled the pressure well. But what was your thoughts?
Honestly, your G played very well. I have no problem with him today. You know, yeah,
Nice. I
yeah,
do like
man.
the propaganda. Come on.
You know what, yo, of course, he played very well. There wasn't a leak or a crack in his game in his performance today, man. If if he if Mason Mount or Kovacic didn't play that well today or contributed to us winning the game that much, I think man of the match performance could. And I'm not just saying this because I know you're a big fan of Christians and the propaganda that you've been up to, but he could have been called one of the man of the match, in my opinion. I think he stood out at the defense. I think he made up for Rudiger's not the goal that he scored, but the other mistakes that were at the defense. I think Christensen showed today that he wants to be in the team, but I mean, is it just one game or two game Christensen? Will we see this Christensen in
I will
three,
say
four more
Christensen
games?
loves being in the middle of a back three.
Yeah.
I'll leave it
That's
at
where he
that.
wants to play. Yeah, you're right about that, as you always say. That's his perfect position. But the thing about him, I don't think he can't read the game as much to play that position in the back three. I think he has to
Compared to a
gain more.
Thiago Silva, I'd agree with you on that because Silva's just next level. Like, still one of the best in the world. So, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, that's the only problem I have with Christensen. He can play there. I don't mind.
I think him, though, next to him, like, I'd just bench Rüdiger right now. I think
Yeah,
our best back three would be Azpilicueta, Christensen, and Thiago Silva in the middle.
yeah. Well, we can try things, but Rudiger, he made a mistake, but or two, but I think it goes back to not having Thiago Silva beside him because as I said this, any centre back we play beside Thiago Silva will look good. And there was no Thiago today to whisper in his ear or say Rudiger drop off or Rudiger clear, or so he was just going off his own intuition and playing, and which it goes to show that we need someone in the defense that can communicate and direct our defense. And we missed out on Thiago Silva today, but it didn't hurt that much. But it goes to show you that we can't play teams that are more better setup going forward without Thiago Silva. Like, even for instance, even though Manchester United are not all that in some games, we definitely will need Thiago Silva for that game and the Atletico Madrid game where we need an organized defense, which today shows you that we weren't that organized at all. At the start of the game, we could have conceded a goal because of poor passing from Aspi, and when we lose the ball, the defense was all over the place, scrapping to get back before Sheffield took the shot. So we definitely need Thiago Silva for the games coming up. Not necessarily Newcastle, but Southampton to somewhat extent, and the Champions League and Manchester United.
All right, well, Vitmus, thanks for jumping on, bro. As usual, guys, if you want to check him out, wrong hand sign. If you guys want to check him out, Vitmus on YouTube and on Twitter as well. Bro, take care, man. I'll shout you before the Barnsley game. I'll shout you before the Barnsley game, bro.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Bless, man. Take care. Right, we're going to get a bit of opposition analysis in right now. Hal, bro, what are you saying?
Ethan Ampadu's out, and then the guy we bring in to replace him, Keane Bryan, back pass is the one that leads to your winning goal. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah, you lot really fell asleep after the equaliser. Like, we were too busy getting at Antonio Rüdiger for the initial mistake to even see what happened leading up to it.
Yeah, it was really sloppy. It was like, we get the equaliser, we're thinking, here we go. We could finally start to get back into this game, and ho, Keane Bryan switches off, back pass, which is under hit, and then carnage ensues. And that doesn't matter what you think about whether it was a penalty or whether Werner kind of knew what he was doing and realised he wasn't going to get to the ball after he'd knocked it the left-hand side of Ramsdale and he went round the right, bit like a Pele. Werner knew what he was doing in terms of he ran into Ramsdale and sort of that knee in the head, which I think really hurt Ramsdale. And perhaps
it's like where the rules just protect the players a bit too much, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think by the letter of the law, it is a penalty. But you've also got to say, if if you're Ramsdale, you've got to come out for that. You've got to try and intercept that pass. And once he's down on the ground, he can't actually get out of the way. So frustrating for us.
Baited into it.
Yeah, frustrating for us because Werner wasn't going to get to that ball, which is also why it wasn't a red card. But frustrating because we think, we've cleared this now. And were VAR not in play, I don't think the referee gives a penalty there.
No, not really. But this has been the massive grey area with VAR and all the new rules that have come based on it as well. I use the City game as an example. The Mo Salah decision that went for a penalty. I was looking at that. I was like, really? Like, in this day and age, we're really calling that as a penalty. Like,
I agree.
He pulls him, but he barely pulls him. Like, I've seen man grab the shirts and everything, and this guy, he's barely even grabbed his elbow.
I totally agree with that. I saw that as well. I thought exactly the same thing. And you do think game's changed, doesn't it? Quite a lot. It's a softer game.
Yeah, but I'd say credit to you guys anyway, because I wasn't taking you lot for granted going into this match anyway. And even with that in mind, I didn't expect you lot to give us that much of a game. Like, the first half, you had us shook.
I was still a little disappointed overall in our performance. I never really felt like we looked like scoring apart from the first 30 seconds when Ollie Burke really should have scored. You know, you don't go near post. Even at schoolboy football, you know you go across the face, and he didn't. That was a real blown opportunity. But there weren't too many moments, I would have thought, for you where you were, head in hands thinking, the Blades are about to score here. It didn't feel to me like we ever really looked like getting back into it. Ryan Brewster had 2 good shots at the end, but Rüdiger redeemed himself and made 2 good blocks.
No, but I feel more was like, especially around the first half, it was just we were struggling to break you down, especially in the middle areas of the pitch. We'd get the ball back easily, but then we just struggled to find a way in between. You guys, you lot were very resolute defensively.
Yeah, our midfielders played well today, and it was kind of a midfield battle. It was very cagey. It didn't look like a bottom club versus team pushing for the top 4. You guys should really, on paper, beat a team like Sheffield United fairly convincingly, and it didn't play out like that. We gave a good account of ourselves. In terms of me being a Sheffield United fan, all I want is for our boys to battle and to fight, and we did, and we tried to win that midfield battle. It was kind of 3-on-3 for a lot of the time. And sometimes we came out victorious with the midfield battle.
All right, well, as an opposition's perspective, all your thoughts on Chelsea this game?
I think Chelsea deserved to win that game, harsh as that is for me to say, because had we not made an error, it could easily have been 1-1. But over the piece, you had more possession, you created more, your key players turned up. I was saying to you only the other day that I believe Timo Werner is a confidence player, and he seemed to grow into this game. And as he continues to build confidence, he will continue to get better for Chelsea, and then the goals will come.
All right, well, as a final question, what's you guys' thoughts for the rest of the season? Confident about the chance of staying up? I know it's 11 points, but it's a crazy league, isn't it?
It is a crazy league. We've seen crazy results, like us going to Old Trafford and winning, where ho, ho, ho.
Always appreciated.
Yeah, Keane Bryan was the hero, but ho ho ho, Keane Bryan today became no, Keane Bryan, and that's really what's cost us today. I think we weren't looking at this game as one of the games we were going to win. We were looking at this game as a game we weren't going to get anything from. So our task remains the same. It's kind of a case of win every other game, and we might stay up. I'm quite realistic, and 11 points is a lot in football.
Well, all I can do is hope for the best. Hal, as usual, thanks for jumping on, man. I do hope you guys stay up because I still need to tick off Bramall Lane as a ground that I haven't been yet. 2 seasons running that I've missed Sheffield United away. At least I would have preferred to been at this one than the last. Shout your socials. Let everyone know where you can find you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever want to join us for watch-alongs, we have a lot of fun with those if Chelsea aren't playing. You can just listen to myself and Nick, who I do the channel with, banter away. And, Sheffield United Way, at Sheffield United Way on all the socials. And, Lewis, maybe a cup game if we do go down.
Oh, yeah, hopefully. Like, we always get home games at Stamford Bridge. It's like one of them unwritten cup rules. But, yeah, Hal, thank you for jumping on, bro. Massively appreciate it. Everyone, check out the Sheffield United Way for the best Sheffield United content. Take care, man. Thank you for jumping on. Right, everyone, again, Sheffield United Way, if you guys want to check out the best Sheffield United content. Big up to Hal for jumping on. We're going to get our next guest on. Wayne, what are you saying, man?
Yeah, good. You?
Yeah, I'm good. We were enjoying that on the watch-along. There's a couple scrapey moments, but got out of there with the 3 points. Just.
I've been thinking about it. First off, let's big up Sheffield United because they did give us a game, and they're not. They shouldn't be bottom of the league. Simple as. They're better than that. But I do. If I'm thinking about it seriously, can we say our team played bad? Because I don't think we did. I just think we got outplayed
I think we had
in
cagey
certain positions.
moments, but we dominated, but it wasn't easy for us. They made it really hard for us to break them down. It's another one where it's like we dominated on possession, but we had to grow into the game a bit more.
I think there's a lot of players played well. There's also certain players didn't play their best game. Reece James didn't have a great game. We didn't see defensively. We didn't see a lot from him. Chilwell, he didn't have his best game today. Rüdiger had his mistake. Jorginho, he even had some mistakes today. Do you know what I mean? But I honestly can sit here and say there's not one player I can say he's the worst out of them all. I think Christensen deserves a big pop.
Defo.
I'm on that train, but he does deserve a big pop because it's his first full game since better than me, Villa. And
the Villa game.
He didn't look out of place. He just we speak about him a lot. The only person who spoke about him was you when you noticed he'd done these big runs and supportive act, but we didn't speak to him and then oh, here we go, Christian's making a mistake or anything like that.
I feel like he was the least error prone out of them today.
I think there's certain moves I've got in my head. Remember that chip Kostic did?
Yeah.
That was a bit of class. Mount when he decided to beat Jorginho for a minute and do his flicks. Hudson and Doy at the end. There's certain moments I can just sit here and say, wow. And the goal as well. The link-up play with Werner, Chilwell and Mount for that goal was well class. With Werner's penalty, thinking about it, where he got the penalty, I knew what he's doing. He didn't want to take it the other way where he could have gone outside the box. So he said he wouldn't have scored from there. Do you know what I mean? But he took it inside where it was a scoring opportunity for him. So that's obviously made it more easier to say, yes, that's a penalty. But yeah, I won't lie, that sort of game has given me a lot of confidence because it was a game that we all knew was going to be hard. They gave us a hard game and we still come out with 3 points. And if we was in any other manager in that position, as we know, that was not going to happen.
Yeah, that was big for us, grinding out a result like that.
So that shows me, 1, we've got spirit still. 2, we've got heart. 3, like you said, we can grind the game out. We've showed we've got possession. We've showed we've got flair. We've showed we can run with the ball and run with the team and score more goals. But we've not shown a bit of fight and a bit of grinding, a bit like we've just done today. So I'm very confident for the future.
Yeah, I'm really confident for the next few games. Newcastle, I think, will be an easier match. The same way we can't underestimate them. I think they got a result against Southampton in the weekend as well.
So let me tell you something. And I don't care what if I get slander for this. I'll say it straight. I'll say it right now. We're going to be second in the league. We're going to win the FA Cup. And we're going to be in the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Oh, I thought you said we were going to win the final.
No, I don't think I'm not going to say we're definitely going to win it. But I'm going to be at least the semi-finals.
I'll back a semi-final run.
So I think we've got a team for it.
To get past the last 16, and if it's single-legged, I think we have a chance.
I think we've got a chance if it's two legs. I think against Atletico Madrid, they're going to be like Sheffield United. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to be. They won't make it easy for us. If we can we showed that we've got that spirit in us. I think we've got it. I think we've got it. I truly do.
Well, I think because João Felix still going to be recovering from the virus, which means
No,
that.
Kieran Trippier.
Oh, no, Kieran Trippier either.
No,
So who they going to have playing? One front?
I'm not sure, but you've got them players. You never know what's going to happen until then with certain other individuals.
Imagine though if we do get a result against them. That's going to be fucking sick. The confidence that will give our team as well. Beating one of the best teams in Europe right now.
And hopefully by then we can go out.
Go out?
If we can go out by then, Stamford Bridge, few drinks.
Oh, yeah, I'd love that. But that's going to be way too far ahead. That's not happening anytime soon.
I'm being positive.
Well,
Positivity.
I appreciate positivity at least. Final question. Any thoughts about the Barnsley game? Who do you expect to see start that match?
I can tell you the team, I can tell you the result.
Go on. Do the
Kepa
Jose
in goal.
Mourinho flex. Tell me the whole team.
Kepa in goal. I think he'll play Reece James right at centre back. I think he'll go.
Getting interesting.
I think Christensen, Zuma.
All right.
Right wing back would be Hudson Odoi. Billy Gilmore with Kante in the middle. Left wing back will be Alonso. Then it'll be Ziyech, one side, Pulisic, the other side, and Havertz up front.
Okay. And what's your score prediction for the game then?
5-0.
5-0. You going for another Havertz stat pad sesh?
Mm-hmm.
I do love those odds. Wayne, thank you for jumping on, man. I'll chat to you before the Barnsley game, bro.
Yeah. I'll come on for the watch along again for you if you want.
Yeah, man. We'll chat to you. Take care, bro.
Take care, mate. Take care.
Bless. I'm going to move on to our next guest. Fata, bro, what you telling me, man?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. I'm kind of echo on the opposition point of view on us, though, and the fact that, yes, we got a vital win, but at times we look cagey and ropey, though, especially at the back. I'm not going to slate Rüdiger because of his mistake. At the end of the day, man, I think it's been our weak link for the last couple of months, that lack of miscommunication, lack of cohesion at the back, that nearly cost us 2 points. And on a bigger point of view, and I think it nearly cost us the opportunity to close the gap into the top 4.
Yeah, we're now 1 point off 4th place. Liverpool have Leicester City next. We have Newcastle United next. All the more reason to be optimistic.
I'm trying to be optimistic, man, but at times, you know, you can have Chelsea like a prime Barcelona, but it's just today again, man. I just saw again the reminiscence of Frank Lampard again that happened to us again on this game. The fact that, you know, we're trying to dominate the game, the ball possession, and that especially similar type of game like against Wolves the other week. And we spoke about this multiple times about moving the ball forward way more quicker. And I think today, man, I'm not a big fan of playing from the back, but I really hate when we play from the back, because at times we're getting caught up with the amount of pressure from Sheffield United players, and the fact that against a low, you know, when you play against a low block Sheffield United players, especially playing from the back, it's kind of risky unless you're up against a team that like to play, you know, I like to play defensive type of team like you know, like Burnley and that. But again, man, it's just I'm worried about how we setting up at games at times, you know.
But what's the thing that's worrying you the most?
Mainly moving the ball forward. At times we look slow, and we've been discussing it multiple times, not only this phone, in podcast after review on your channel and that. and the fact that we move the ball forward, like we're trying to move the ball forward, but at times like it looked really slow, and the fact that what happened was you get caught up in the possession at times. I understand like we're trying to play as a possession basis, but at the end of the day, like with Tuchel's system, in order to Tuchel's system to work, though, you got to move the ball quicker. You got to move like a one-touch passes to the both sides of the wings. And I think today, Jorginho has been pivotal for this team under Tuchel, and the fact that yes, he has been one of the best player under Tuchel, and I think he's been one of the players that has been underappreciated by some of our fan base.
Damn right. Who else do you think has been underappreciated by this fan base?
Kovacic, I would say Kovacic, yes, mainly because
Anybody else?
And okay, Andres Christensen. I know. Relax, man. I'm gonna get to that.
That wasn't me, man. That was somebody else. That wasn't me.
I'm gonna get to that. Relax yourself.
No,
Kovacic.
that wasn't me. I had nothing behind that.
All right, fine. I'm gonna say Andres Christensen. I'm gonna say Andres Christensen has been underappreciated by some of our fan base for the last 6 months at least, and I think today he has been one of the best Chelsea players so far, and arguably like one of the man of the match alongside Timo Werner.
Love that, man. Beautiful propaganda. We love this. I want to make sure everyone's apologies are just as loud as the disrespect was.
Not gonna lie. I'm gonna make my
fairy. I saw him winning aerial duels second match in a row.
I have to admit, I apologize about things that I've said about Christensen in the past. I admit I was slating him in the past. Like everyone doesn't know me well. I'm apologizing about that because I think today he has been one of the best players so far. Alongside
we appreciate the understanding. Welcome to the AC Hive, man. Come on, we got drinks, we got all sorts of things to make you have a good night, man. Stuff I will not mention on here for sponsorship reasons, but you know what I mean, man. But yeah, any final thoughts, bro?
Man, I just on the other side of the note, man, really good again. And I don't want to get overly detailed on, miscommunication with Rüdiger and Mendy. It happens, in certain moments of the game. But I think we've been crying out loud for this topic the most for the last couple of years, and I think again, some people on some of our fan base racially abused against Antonio Rüdiger on social media. It's just ridiculous, man. Some of the comments that our fan base like, with Chelsea at times, yeah. Like I don't want to get too political at times because I think most of our fan base can be hypocrite to some of our players and that, and I just think at the end of the day, like this racial abuse thing has got to stop against the likes of our players and that, and the fact that this is not the first time that happens against the Chelsea players and happened multiple times against Carlos Nadoy, against Antonio Rüdiger and that, and recently as well, like Reece James as well. Seriously, it just baffled me, and also as well the fact that the level of professionalism on the media today, man, and I just saw again after the match, post-match interview with Timo Werner as a man of the match interview, and the fact that asking about whether you should take a penalty instead of Jorginho and that, and I like the way he's commenting, the fact that he said like, what, if Jorginho takes a penalty, he takes a penalty. Like I'm not gonna argue about it because I think Timo Werner is still a little bit lacking of confidence, but I think at the end of the day, the bigger picture is this: the team comes first, and I think, and the results come first as well. And I think today, man, Timo Werner, the level of professionalism that I like him the most today, and that's all I gotta say, really.
Yeah, I can't lie. His work rate off the ball is half the reason why I could still back him.
Yeah, that's the main reason as well, man. I think for some of our fan base that has been slandering him the most, like slating him a lot, like, you know what, man, just stop it, honestly. Like this guy gonna come soon, like, and the fact that he's gonna score soon as well, like literally, like if let's say if Timo Werner score against Newcastle next match, you'll be gassing him, and I'm the one like backing Timo Werner a lot this season, And the fact that, yes, I understand, like, at times, I can't be annoyed with Timo Werner because of, lack of finishing, lack of movement, lack of penetration and that. But at the end of the day, man, like, you're going to give him a time, like, first season and that, like, take it easy against him. Like, we're trying to keep it low key on him,
Damn right. Well, Fato, thanks for jumping on, bro. You take care, man.
Take care.
Bless, bro. Next guest. What you saying, bro? Ellie, what are you telling me?
3 wins in a row. That's what I'm telling you. I predicted 3-0. It was much harder game than I expected. Like, you remember on Thursday, I told you, like, we'll win 3-0. Sheffield United shouldn't be bottom. No way. I like their club, and hopefully they survive, which I doubt they will, to be fair, because 12 points is a bit far. But for us, good performance. Look, a win is a win, and that's the most important thing. Just 1 point behind Liverpool. I told you, it's the best thing that happened. Like, Leicester dropped points, Man United dropped, everyone above us dropped points, and Liverpool lost.
So
So
it's about how we capitalized on these, as they've been doing it for weeks, but we've just been losing so much.
Leicester will beat Liverpool, and we will beat Newcastle, and we will be in the top 4.
And then we can start looking higher than top 4 as well, because I don't want us to stop just there. We can look higher than 4th.
Exactly. Look, if Man United's defense is awful, if they continue conceding goals, we might actually finish second.
I don't see any reason why we can't look at it.
If you think about it, we have them at Stamford Bridge. We beat them with just 3 points behind. So, yeah, we could do it. Man of the match for me, Mason Mount. It has to be. What's up?
Good shout for man of the match.
Mason Mount was incredible. Like, the way, like, I call him the new Lampard. And I
learning from him for 2 years.
He just gives everything for the club, and that's the most thing I expect from a player, Christensen, your guy, played very good. I was texting Kareem and I was telling him, my friend, and I was telling him who was man of the match, Mason Mount or Jorginho, and my friend was like, none, Christensen. Here he is.
Great choice.
Yeah, and Rüdiger, that own goal by Rüdiger, look, it happens. Okay, like I was listening to Lawrence Viscoli. I think that's how they say his name.
Pick up Lawrence in the cut if you're watching.
Yeah, he was saying like Alaba did that mistake in an Austria game. So look, every player makes mistakes. Like Messi misses penalties and stuff, so it's okay. And yeah, we'll continue winning games. We'll beat Barnsley. We'll beat Newcastle. I'm excited, like last time.
Well, what's your thoughts for the next few games?
Barnsley next. Okay, my score prediction for Barnsley. Kepa is gonna start in goal, so I'm going 5-1.
5-1. Okay, no clean sheet. That I do fully understand.
Kepa is in goal.
Were you thinking another Kai Havertz stat pad sesh then?
Maybe, but what I'm thinking is if Werner starts, he'll get a hat trick.
Werner hat trick? You think it'll be the Werner stat pad then?
If he starts, yeah, because he was very good today. He's just missing that goal, and I'm really confident that when he gets that goal, and I hope it comes before the Atleti game, he will go on a goal scoring run.
A lot of people are saying that. I just hope it's true, because he had the goal against Morecambe and it still didn't really do too much, but his work rate's still been good off the ball.
Look, but that Morecambe goal, like, I know it's still a goal, but look, the finish was a bit lucky, Like, it wasn't a classic
screamers in that.
No, but like a Diego Costa finish or something like that. That's what he needs. And yeah, we'll win the FA Cup. The Champions League. Look, with me, the Champions League, if we beat Atletico Madrid, because they've been one of the best teams in Europe right now, alongside Bayern and Man City. If we beat them, I think we can go on a run. And I'm not going to say we're going to win the Champions League, but I think we'll go on a run, like minimum semifinals.
You're saying semi-finals too. That's the second person to say it.
And I really want them to go to the final, bro, because obviously Corona and stuff. But if we can travel, I'm going to Turkey and watching the final. So if Chelsea are there, that will be amazing, like incredible.
All right,
So
well, thanks for jumping on, Ellie.
thank
We'll
you.
see you for the next game, bro. You take care.
See you on Thursday. Bye. You too.
Bless, bro. Right, time for the next guest. Kenny, what are you saying, man? Yes, bro. I can't lie, you're on mute, my guy.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, sorry about that.
What are you saying, man?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good performance. Luckily we squeezed it out, considering obviously we played just 3 days before, so we kept a lot of our guys in, from the last game. So, considering we just played a big game against the Spurs, it was a good performance. I liked Timo today. I definitely think he had a good performance. I think he solidified his position, his best position, which is obviously on that left side of of the pitch. And, obviously he's going to be behind a striker. As far as him being a center forward, I think this game it kind of put it to rest of him being a center forward, because based on how he performed, how he moved, how he got to different positions, I think that left side definitely benefits him. So yeah, that was a very good performance, and I expect we'll see better performances from him. I don't think he's going to be how do I say? I don't think he's going to be as prolific as people are expecting. I think that's going to take him like maybe 2 seasons to get to that level, because just looking at how he kind of positions himself, and obviously with different chances, I don't think he puts himself in a goal scoring opportunity most of the times. Like he's not positioning his body to score. Even the PK that he won, if he didn't win that PK, I don't think, or if that wasn't a foul, I don't think he would have gotten a goal. He wouldn't have led to that goal. So I think he has to be better at positioning himself to score at all times, because he was 1-on-1 with the keeper literally, and he decided to play it around, and that just took away scoring opportunity. So I definitely think he needs to work on that. Hey man, are you still there? What the hell? What's going on here? Okay.
Fuck's sake. Sorry, man. The whole thing kicked me out, bro. Tell me again what you were saying, just the basis of it. Yo, can you hear me?
Wait. Hey.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I lost you for a second.
Yeah, sorry, my thing disappeared. But go on, tell me again. What were you saying?
Yeah. So I was just saying, I think it was a good performance from Timo. I think he solidified the position that he's going to be best performing in, which is that left side attacking, forward, not really center forward, because we saw it. He typically, even in the last game when he started as a center forward, he likes to drift wide. So I think going forward, he's going to, need to be, partnered with, a proper center forward, so he can run in behind and play in behind and get into those kind of positions. But I was also saying that a lot of people are saying the goals are going to come. I think he's definitely going to end his goal drought later on, but I don't think he's going to be as prolific as people are thinking or expecting him to be, because in Bundesliga, it's a completely different league. This Premier League is a lot harder. So I think he's going to get goals, but he's not going to be like smashing it and scoring a ridiculous amount of goals, because I'm looking at the way he kind of positions himself when he's in a scoring opportunity, and I think he needs to improve on that. So I see him being like maybe 2 years away from really getting to that top where you're scoring like 15, 17 plus goals a season. Right now, I don't think he's there yet. Even with the PK, he's 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he decides to play it around and try. Like those kind of things, it's not the instincts of a person who's going to be scoring a lot of goals in the Premier League. So that's all I'm saying. But he's definitely improving. I think he will contribute greatly to us this season. He's going to be always a threat in the opposition half, or the final third to get an assist, score goals, but I don't think he's going to be like, scoring like 20 goals a season or anything like that, at least for another 2 years. But outside of that, I think everyone played, decent. Giroud, he had a, kind of a poor game, but
I think it was all right. It was just too many gaps around him. You weren't able to bring anyone else.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, our strikers, our proper center forwards like Tammy and Giroud, they've kind of struggled with Tuchel. And I think obviously it's the way the team is set up. It's just him and, the other two behind him, Werner and Mount. And I think tactically, without having like wingers and midfielders like really connected to him, I think players like Tammy and Giroud are gonna, they're gonna kind of struggle. And we've seen that, it didn't really matter who played. Giroud against the Wolves, Tammy against Burnley, and then Giroud now. Our center forwards have always kind of like struggled to get into the game under Tuchel. So he's really gonna. Hopefully he works on that and finds a way to bring them in, because right now it seems like we got Mount working, we got Timo kind of kicking, but our center forwards, Tammy and Giroud, they're kind of like left in the background a little bit. So I think they're gonna need to come in if we're gonna improve and actually start scoring more goals. Because if we saw the last 3 games, all our goals have come from non-strikers. So I think going forward, that's something we have to fix, because we're not gonna just keep squeaking out these victories. We're gonna need to really, have our strikers firing again, to win more convincingly in the future. So,
what about your thoughts on the midfield and Jovic's performance? Because I think they really got tested today. But
yeah,
they grew into the game a lot more.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they did. First half was rough. I think they were caught off guard, right? Obviously, these guys came on like Ghostbusters. They were pressing, and I thought they probably thought they were going to sit back, like Tottenham. I mean, that's what teams have usually been doing against us, like since we started playing with Tuchel. So I think they kind of maybe thought they were going to just, pass around, get into the game, but these guys are coming for them from the get-go. So I think they did well. And then obviously we just played on Thursday, so sometimes you're tired and you just have to like kind of get your legs under you as the game goes on. But I think they did well. Kovacic, he's doing very well. Jorginho, he kind of had a tougher game because I think they were targeting him a little bit. But yeah, that pivot with Kovacic and Jorginho, it's doing very well. I definitely think Tuchel obviously trusts them. That's why he keeps starting them like every game.
And he's paying his trust though.
Yeah. I mean, they're playing 90 minutes, every game. So I just I don't if there's an injury, I'm gonna be curious to see how he adapts. If Kovacic gets injured, I want to see. Obviously, he's probably gonna bring Conte in there, but I'm trying to figure out how Conte is gonna fit into this team going forward, because it looks like Kovacic and Jorginho are obviously the set. Every week they're going to be starting, so it's going to be interesting to see how he adapts. If that's not going to be his back two due to injury, or if he needs to make some changes. So yeah, they had a good game. And the defense, good game. Rüdiger, he had that mistake, which I'll be honest, man, when he made that mistake, I was like, here we go. But I'm not going to go in on him.
Up after that, though, I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah.
It was still just a mistake, innit?
Yeah, I didn't get that, man. Honestly, like I was like, "What are you doing, bro?" Like, because he just passed it back, and obviously our keeper, he was coming up, and I don't know what was going on in his mind, but those kind of mistakes, they happen like once every like 5-10 games, so it's not something like characteristic. So I'm not gonna look too hard into it, but he did play well outside of that. And we won, so that's all we can really go forward with. We got the 3 points, and we have to move on. So yeah, but good performance overall from the team. It's always tough to go away and against a good team that's obviously Sheffield, they're bottom of the table, but I don't think they deserve to be bottom of the table. I think they're a good side, and they're not gonna like we saw against Manchester United. They went there, they beat Manchester United. City only got 1 goal against them in their win, so it's not an easy place to go. So I will say, good on the boys. We got the 3 points, so it's a good performance overall. So we can't complain. But going forward, we'll see exactly what Tuchel is made of, especially against Atletico Madrid and your Manchester United that we're going to be playing in the future. Because so far we've been playing against like your easier teams that we're expected to win. So I'm really interested to see how Tuchel is going to do against the top sides going forward. So but yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I'd like us to continue building the momentum. I definitely like the way we're going. I think we're going to secure top 4. That's I would say it's a given, but it's like the way we're going, unless we like just massively just fall off a cliff, which I don't see happening. I think we'll get top 4. And we'll go on and maybe finish probably 3rd or 2nd. Because it looks like we're picking up form while other people are kind of like stagnant or they're regressing. So it looks like we're picking up form just at the right time to make that final run to a top 4 finish. But yeah, it's good on the boys. We're looking good. And top 4 and then Champions League, Atletico. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I definitely think we're gonna win top 4 this year, and we'll see from there. But yeah, those are my final thoughts. Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, bro. Massively appreciate it. I'll shout you for the Barnsley game. Take care, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Bless. Right, next guest on. Rajib, what are you saying, man?
Not much, chilling, man. What about yourself?
I'm good. I'm relaxed.
Yeah. Just I was literally gonna knock off before. I was gonna knock off. I was been listening, but I was gonna knock off because I gotta get up early for work. Anyway,
I understand.
Yeah, man. Anyway, from today's game, I think it was quite a testy game, to be honest with you. Sheffield United did bring it to us. I'll give it that. Jovic, they got a bit test to him. I mean, Jorginho, we'll say had the best of games, but I think Kovacic stepped up big time. Mason Mount, especially as well.
Yeah, it was strong games throughout the midfield. Obviously, we were tested heavily by Sheffield United, but I've been saying the whole way through, we grew into the game and we really started to take control back. Yeah,
definitely. I think start the first 20 minutes, we were very, very sloppy. It was like, oh, here we go, individual errors again, and all of a sudden, it slowly grew up. We slowly had, as soon as we had possession, they just couldn't get the ball off us. I think that's what I noticed. They just couldn't get the ball off. Even when they got Medvedchuk, whatever he's called, he came on like 69th minute. They just still couldn't get the ball off us because again, it all comes down tactically what Tuchel is doing.
Yeah, but Tuchel's been doing a madness the last 15 days, to be honest.
Yeah, especially it's very. I mean, I'll give credit where it's due. To manage to pull them off last 10 days, it's astonishing, really. I think from this kind of game, especially build up for Atletico Madrid, if we can play like that against Atletico Madrid, I'm confident we can go further. I think we will. Obviously, Atletico Madrid, obviously without Trippier and what's he called? Forgot his name now because of he's got Corona. Felix, yeah. So I feel a bit confident about the game, I'll be honest with you. But we have to wait and see because, again, we can't underestimate opponents. I mean, today was just one of them games where we thought they might sit back, but they didn't actually sit back. And I'll give credit where it's due to not just taking away credit of Sheffield United's players. They played very, very well. And as I've been listening to all this time, they definitely don't deserve to be at the bottom of the table. They easily. I want them to stay up, to be honest with you, from all the teams.
All right. Well, what's your thoughts for the next few games?
I think in the next few games, I think against Barnsley, I won't be surprised if Billy Gilmore starts. Kepa, I'm not that twisted about him, but we'll have to wait and see.
He'll probably end up starting anyway.
Yeah, likely going to start, but don't be surprised if he just concedes 1 or 2, and then maybe somehow we'll just pull it off. But I'll say I won't be surprised if what's he called? He started. I think it's called Tangerine. I think he came in. He started against was it Morecambe? Was it the game? That last game Lampard managed? What was it called? I forgot what it's called.
Luton.
Luton. Yeah, he started one of them games. I think I won't be surprised if he starts on Wednesday. I think Emerson definitely will. I think Emerson might give it a try, because he's not out of running with Tuchel, hasn't he? So he might get a chance with them. But I think Kante is definitely going to start. Kante and Gilmore in the middle. I think Ziyech will play, and I think Kai Havertz will play as a centre forward.
Kai Havertz centre
False nine.
forward. Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, definitely. I think the way to use Havertz is just at the minute. I just think you're better off just getting him off the bench. Let's just see how it goes. You know, I mean, because again, when Mason Mount played against Burnley, I believe it was, he was playing as a centre forward the last 20 minutes, and he actually did really well. And I know credits to. I think we have to give that chance to Kai Havertz as well, because he can't play there. Obviously, it just depends on the tactics that Tuchel is going to set up with, really. But I think it'll be good. I generally think it'll be all right if he starts on a Wednesday. Giroud today, I'll be honest with you. Giroud, I don't know what he's bringing at the minute. I don't know if target man even works in Tuchel's system. I don't know. So I mean, there's no point thinking about getting Haaland. Haaland is just like another target man, but a bit more technical. But I don't know. I don't know what they can bring under Tuchel, really. But we'll have to wait and see when the time comes.
Well, any final thoughts, bro?
I think, hopefully, for final thoughts, I think overall it's been good. I think so far, if we just keep it going, I reckon if we keep this form going, I reckon we'll probably get top 4 easily. Easily. It's just only a matter of time when Leicester starts to drop points again. Tottenham are slowly into that form. I won't be surprised if Mourinho gets sacked, I'll be honest with you. I don't know about you, Lewis, but can you just see it slowly happening? Mourinho might get sacked. He'll win that one game.
I heard he might have been sacked if they didn't win today, but they ends up getting the victory. So he's got himself a bit more time.
Yeah. I won't be surprised if just think, you know what, let's just sack him. I mean, it's not going nowhere. There's no direction. I was hoping. I generally wanted Tottenham to, lose myself, as much as we all want. We hate Tottenham, but I generally want them to lose or drop points. But it is what it is. Kind of sucks that they managed to pull it off. Liverpool, I don't know. Liverpool is a shady one, really. Shades of grey. I don't know if they'll. I think they probably might pull off getting top 4. But Leicester, they're going to be another team to test whether they'll drop down or not. But I think definitely, 100%. I think if we could keep going, definitely we'll get top 4.
All right, definitely, man. Well, thank you for jumping on, bro. I do appreciate it. We'll chat to you for the next game, right?
Yeah, I'll chat to you on Wednesday.
All right, bless, bro. Take care.
You too, bro. You too.
I'll get the next guest on. I think this is your right one. You all right, man?
Yeah. What are you saying?
I'm good. What are you telling me?
Nothing really, innit? Can't lie to you, yeah. First 20 minutes of the game had me shaking like... was it the first 30 seconds we almost conceded?
Yeah, but we were still able to manage the first 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. We were
judge it by that. It was a struggle, but we got through it.
Yeah. Brilliant performance. I want to shout out Werner, brilliant today, Like, you don't really know me that well, innit? Like, some of my friends, they've been, like, violating Werner in it, saying like he's just another.
All been taking their shots.
He's another B-Tech Morata. Like he offers nothing, but like his work rate in it. Like the thing is, what I like about Werner is like if he doesn't score a goal in the game, he can still He can still like do something without scoring. That's what I like about him. Like his work rate, he still he keeps on going too. And yeah, that's why I like him more than Morata. Because when Morata's at the club, he when he doesn't score, he just does nothing in it. So yeah.
Well, his performance gave us a lot to be excited about. Anyway, it's just we're waiting for him to get that final goal in, isn't we?
Yeah, if he would have got a goal today, then like it would have been like a top performance. He had a top performance, but if he got a goal today, it would have like boosted his confidence into another game, and yeah, it could be banging season soon.
Exactly that, and Jovic as well. They had a big test today, but
Kovacic, Jorginho. He wasn't the best today, but still, he was still all right. Kovacic, was brilliant again. Uh, I don't know how some of the people said that. Yeah, I don't know how Kante is gonna fit into this, but because obviously Jorginho and Kovacic are playing well every single week, so I don't know how Kante is gonna fit into this. But if we can keep up this consistency every week, then yeah, we can finish third or second because United drop points. Who was it? Everton and Leicester drop points as well.
What are you feeling about how quickly it's taken for us to come back?
How quickly? Just what we've seen under. Oh, sorry, say that again, mate. I didn't hear that.
What do you think about how quickly it's taken us for us to come back into the conversation for top 3 and potentially even higher?
Oh, well, but if you look at the last 3 games we've played, we've dominated, we've handled them very well. I think altogether, ever since Tuchel came in, we've conceded we've faced 5 shots on target, which is really good. And we're playing actual good football. No offense to Lampard. So like I said, if we can carry on doing this like every single week, then top 2 or 3, third can be realistical for us. And I heard people saying that Champions League, we can get Champions League, but I don't know about that. FA Cup, yes, definitely, but Champions League, I don't know about that one.
All right, cool. Yeah, I can't lie. Champions League, I'm just giving myself a bit of optimism for that.
Yeah,
if it's one-legged,
yeah.
I can't even lie. We do have a chance because it is just one 90-minute game after a time. You just have to look at it like that.
Yeah,
2 legs, though, it's a sticky one still. I can't be real.
Wait, there's 2 legs. I thought there was only 1 leg.
No, it could be single legs, but they haven't confirmed anything yet.
Oh, I thought it was 2, but I can't lie. Atletico are doing a madness in the league. I think they're 7 points clear, and they're
doing a madness in league.
They have 2 games in hand.
I can't lie, but we can still take them in 90 minutes. It's one game. We just have to be clinical. Our only thing is we're not clinical.
Yeah, that's true. Like if you saw, I remember I was watching the Tottenham game, innit? We're watching the Tottenham game, and we should have scored at least 4 goals, at least 4. But that's the thing. If we can be clinical against Atletico and other teams, then we can achieve more in it on the Tuchel. I just hope that we can carry on like this and get more, achievements.
All right. Well, any final thoughts?
We'll beat Barnsley this Thursday or what day it is, and next week on Newcastle, we'll beat them easily as well.
All right, cool.
All right, cheers for having me on,
Thanks
Lewis.
for jumping on, man. Take care.
All right, take care. Cheers.
Bless. All right, time for our next guest. Nippon, what are you telling me, bro? What was that?
I'm on mute, sorry.
No worries, man. What are you telling me?
I couldn't be happier. We finally, 3 wins in 3.
Yeah, it's been a good last few games.
Yeah. I wanted to say that it wasn't going to be an easy win today because they are trying to stay up, Sheffield United. And the thing about being played, the easy teams. No, Tottenham were not an easy team to play. They gave it to us towards the end of the game.
Yeah, they really did. What are your thoughts on our game today?
Good. Apart from, although that own goal by Antonio Rüdiger got me a bit, oh no, here we go again. But
always seems to be one mistake, isn't it?
But then their goalkeeper doing us a huge favour. And I don't know what
right
Graham
after the penalty
by saying that Timo Timo
Yeah,
took
Souness was
goal
chatting a
kick.
lot of shit. I can't lie.
If you're listening to this, Souness, you're just chatting shit. You're chatting
Yeah,
shit.
let him have it, man. He deserves it.
Yeah. It's because Pogba's living rent-free in his head.
As always, been happening for years. Who stood out for you today, though? What players do you think played well?
Mason Mount. And also Timo Werner. I mean, I was like in one of the other streams saying that Timo could be our Firmino. Doesn't score many goals, but has good
Nah, he's
link-up
better
play.
than Firmino. Let's give him real levels. He's better than Firmino.
I never said anything like that. I said he can be a similar type of player. Good link-up play. Doesn't score many goals, but gets lots of assists.
He'll end up scoring more goals eventually.
You do get what I'm trying to say, though, right?
Yeah. I get what you're trying to say. Just Firmino can't score goals. Werner just right now can't score goals, but he's a lot more clinical.
I mean, everyone has a goal drought.
Yeah,
in their
Firmino's
career.
just way longer though.
I mean, like, put it this way: if Messi was having a goal drought, you would never know about it because it's Messi.
When's Messi's last goal drought been? I think he had one earlier this season where he hadn't scored in like 8-9
Yeah, but no one's going
games.
to talk about that because it's Messi.
Yeah, Barcelona were really falling apart at that point. But what were your thoughts on the second half performance?
Lewis. I can't lie to you.
What was that?
I said I can't. I said I'm loving every single moment of it.
Yeah, me too as well. I hate Barcelona.
They're in the top 5 teams that I cannot stand.
Yeah, I think you've told me then, but go through it again just for anyone who doesn't know.
Arsenal. This is in order: Arsenal, Man United, Celtic, Barcelona, and there is that one other team. I just can't remember.
You don't remember?
I think it was Manchester City.
Man City? I didn't even... Oh, did you say... Was it Celtic?
Yeah. I said Man United. Sorry, not Man United. Arsenal, Man United, Celtic, Barcelona, and I can't remember the 5th
Tottenham?
one. It will come back to me.
Is it Tottenham?
Nah. I know it. Honestly, Lewis, they don't make my top 5. I don't know why, but they just don't.
You gotta hate Tottenham. Come on.
I for some reason,
They just
I just hate
exist,
other
and
teams
like
more.
that's enough for us to hate them.
Huh?
They just exist. Like, isn't that enough reason to hate them?
No, I mean,
The dirt club.
I mean, like they don't win anything. So what's the point?
Still a dirty club, though.
So our Arsenal.
Now, guys, comment section. You can give us plenty of reasons to hate Spurs, right? Number 1, they live. Number 2, they exist. Number 3, they breathe the same air as us. Number 4, they walk amongst us. Number 5, their club. I can keep going with a few more as well.
Oh yeah, Millwall was the 5th club.
Oh, Millwall. Yeah, fair enough. We all
Yeah.
hate Millwall anyway.
But yeah, Arsenal are the one I hate the most, though.
We can unite on that one. Dead club, dead stadium, dead fans.
Yeah. So, another one. Rüdiger.
And any other points?
He redeemed himself after the own goal.
Yeah, there was a couple good blocks in there afterwards as well.
Yeah. And also Edouard Mendy. That 95th minute save.
Yeah, the one off the overhead kick.
They almost equalised in the 95th minute.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, thank God. So yeah, I honestly
Any
think-
other thoughts?
Yeah, I want to see Kai Havertz start the Barnsley game.
Oh yes, great shout.
In fact,
Who else did you like to see start?
Billy Gilmore, aka the Scottish Iniesta.
Scottish Iniesta. Do love those words. Nippon. Yo, thanks for jumping on, man. Massively appreciated.
I'll be back for the group call.
Oh yeah, we ain't doing a group call. You're the last guest already, bro.
Oh, okay. My socials are in the private chat, by the way.
Yeah, everyone, if you want to Nippon, tell them all where they can find you as well.
Okay. I'll leave my Twitter there as well. So that you can find me on Twitter. And if you want to do any collabs with me, like previews and such, you can feel free to DM me. And I've just sent you my YouTube link.
Alright, this already the YouTube link.
Yeah, I'm just getting my Twitter account up.
Cool.
Copy.
Well, guys, this is going to be the end of the phone anyway, so smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't
Yeah,
done
my
it
Twitter's in
already.
there as well.
Yep, that's
And
Nippon's
my
Twitter
review
as
should
well.
be out tomorrow.
So, guys, you lot can go check that out. Nippon, thanks for jumping on, bro.
It's nice speaking to you, Lewis.
Take care, bro. Bless, peace, love. But guys, this is the end of the live phone, and I do hope you guys have enjoyed this show. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. We are back. We got another W, and we are up in Liverpool's next. Any more drop points and a W against Newcastle, we are back into the top 4. Let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Carefree Lewis G as well as Blues Fans TV. And we see you guys very soon. Take care. Up the Chelsea.